What's up, guys? It is the 2nd of June. We're going to talk about the trades I took today. Today was pretty much went exactly how I thought it would, with me just following the plan, which is I took a win on a long position this morning, and then I kind of figured we'd break up and through the zone. And I stuck with the plan. I shorted the zone, wondering if we would get a snapback. We never got a snapback, so ended up taking a loss on the short position. So to end the day, we're up about $100. So, obviously it's like, oh man, look, I made $1,000 on a trade today. Like that's actually the single largest trade that I've ever taken. Um, the single most profitable trade. I got the type one. Let's pull trading view over here so we can examine this. This is the hourly time frame. I got in that type one yesterday. As I sort of pointed out, that was actually I got in later than what I would have liked. It should have been in here, but I can't complain because it ended up working out. We got the push up, we got the bouncy bounce, and the only thing that I'm kind of regretting right now is I expected this zone to get broken here. I think I even mentioned in yesterday's video, I think that this is a pullback. We're retesting this zone and we're making our way up here somewhere. So I what Don teaches and what would have worked better in this circumstance is trailing a stop. So we hit that zone, it pulls back, and uh, I mean, my stop would be right here for the whole thing at this point. Um, if I were trading it that way, but yeah, honestly, this is one of those times that it would have been more profitable to violate my trading plan. The reason that I didn't is because I said for the next 2 weeks, I'm committing myself to just following the plan, sticking it through. I kind of figured we'd be taking a loss here. What I wish I would have done is on market open, grabbed some SPY calls and grab them for 30 days out and just watch those things run up. They'd be doing pretty well right now. And what I'm really hoping we see is a retest overnight. Um, or retest. What would be really fun is if we get like a pop and then maybe a pullback tomorrow. Let's fill my orders, then start pushing up. It looks pretty intent on pushing up right now. And my only real concern with seeing this is are we going to see a runaway situation? Which, where's the last time something like this? That wasn't quite runaway. I mean, that would have been really difficult for me to trade. I probably would have taken a series of losses in here trying to play the reversals when nothing was really a reversal except for this point right here. Um, but I do want to see a pullback and a retest so I can trade based on that structure. I don't want to let FOMO kick in because I see that green candle continuing to go up, and there's definitely some FOMO in me that's like, all right, I need to just be in this thing right now. I should just do a market buy for like 2 contracts, stop down here, rock it out, and hope for the best. But I'm going to resist that urge because rules are rules. I'm really trying to just trade the zones, just trust the system, and not get myself FOMO'd into a position because this is one of my weaknesses that I've noticed. I'll short a zone before we ever actually hit the zone. I won't be like timing my entries correctly and things like that. So yeah, definitely a fault of mine. But here we are. Man, I am gonna make one little adjustment to these. So let's go ahead and take these orders off real quick. Um, what I'm going to do is actually pull my stop down below this wick because it would bother me so much if we came down and then ended up tagging out on something dumb like that. So here's that. That I could still actually trade 4 contracts on that, so that's good. It just means my 2-to-1 is going to be up here. Create limit order, 4 contracts. And this one, if we're aiming for that 3-to-1, if we get a type 2, I doubt we get a type 2 on this. Create limit order. And there we go. So there's our positions. That's how you chart trade on TradingView, by the way. If you wanted a demonstration, there it was. I'm basically waiting for the break and the retest. And this is going to be interesting just because I'm going to be able to plot it out as hopefully a break and a retest and see just how it plays out. I would be very, very, very surprised if we got that type 2. One of the things I will be looking for is if we push up and let's say we have like a real hard sell off first thing tomorrow morning, that to me is going to feel a whole lot like a fake out. Or if we bleed off overnight, come down in here, that to me looks like we're going to launch So I'm gonna keep my position right there. But I am gonna have an alert set. I'm playing the type 2 based upon this wick right here, based upon some of this structure right here. We got this little bit of interaction right here. And if we pull back even further, we can see that there's a lot of type 2s that would have just worked out swimmingly. And so perhaps I'm playing it a little bit tight, but no. No, stop loss right there should be good. That one would have been annoying, but you wouldn't have really had any structure to trade that on, so that that would have been a loss for sure. Like just for no apparent reason. Maybe I shouldn't assume that, but is there any other structure? Oh, look at that. There's structure. That's really far out there. I don't know. I'm gonna be sitting down doing some back testing this evening, so we'll see. That will be during the back tested period. So that's the other thing I'm excited about today. Well, I'm not excited about doing back testing because it's such a tedious process and I dislike doing it. But I think it is going to be instructive at figuring out, what's really going to be worth it and what's not. Figuring out what part of the system is very profitable and just learning how to capitalize on that. So I wish I had something more entertaining to talk about right now, but really that was my entire day's worth of trading. Was I got in here yesterday and I tagged profit today, and had I decided to violate my rules, my stop would be right here. I'd be trailing it, and I'd probably look to add on this zone and just be like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's see, let's see what we can do. But yeah, I took that loss trying to short it. But that does tell me I think we are pushing up. I I don't trade based on speed bump zones. Um, and so this next week is probably going to be super boring, and it's going to be super annoying if like this is the point where we hit and then we start bleeding back off. So I might, when we hit like a type 2 in the speed bump zone, grab a preemptive put. I really want to load up on puts up here. But maybe grab one right here just for the sake of having one. Let's look at what the, look at that. If you were ever wondering what a bull flag looks like, just picture perfect. Um, Pop up, bleed off, rocket up, break above previous highs. Picture perfect bull flag on a, or sorry, bull pennant. I don't know. That to me looks like a bullish price action. Everything about this looked like bullish price action. So I'm just sad I didn't get in heavier and take more advantage of it. But it is what it is. So what was I just about to do? Oh, I want to look at the weekly. Let's kind of figure out what's going on here. Strong wick to the downside. I feel like we need a little bit more. I want to see something more like this candle, which should put us right about here. Which should put us right about here for a curl over and a reversal on the weekly. That is what I'm looking for. Yeah. I think that's a good spot to get short on one of these two zones. If this one breaks, I'll probably go even heavier right here. But I would be very short. Like I don't think we run all the way up here again. So looking for those short opportunities. Try not to let the FOMO get the best of me now, and just playing the zones as I see them. I will be utilizing options contracts for longer term swings. But outside of that, that's what I traded today. So if you like what you see, if you want to follow along, be sure to click the little subscribe button. Keep an eye out for the backtesting video that I'll be putting out here shortly, going through my entire trading system, just following these zones on like the hourly time frame. And we will have all of the data, crunch all of the data. It's going to be a good time for you guys that watch it. It's not going to be a good time for me doing it. But there we have it. I'll see you next time.